Hello Ron, welcome to the stream. I start right away with the Mega Crab. A few minutes late, but yeah, this Mega Crab is gonna be probably the first Mega Crab. That stage 1000 will be reached, of course. We do have the Gunboat energy game boost, which is gonna make it a lot easier, and also the Gunboat abilities. Yeah, I do have the same stages basically from the previous Mega Crab, so 3 troop health stages again, and again the rally engraving, which I'm basically going to use just with the Kawan hero to respawn Rifleman, and with the Gunboat energy gain that should give enough speed boost to also use Kai effectively. Hi Alstrom, hi Real Mass. It also helps a bit that there is this barrage tribe, which has really cheap barrages. Yeah, for sure, the leaders are very, very strong. Especially like Julius, Linnea, Anna, Kai and Doomfetti. But yeah, that's how it is now with the squad leaders. They are very strong, and yeah, unfortunately, without them it's really difficult. Like, not to complete a lot of stages, that's still easy, but I guess difficult to compete for the first place. Could probably also take out the headquarters with the Doomfetti. Like, this Mega Crab is mostly gonna be beating the stages as quickly as possible. But with 1000 stages, that will take a lot of time. And yeah, I'm using also this troop combination. I might at some point have to replace the leader, even though I kind of like using Honu. Because Honu also has a 40% damage reduction, which means that he's basically going to get also the damage reduction from a troop like Linnea or Kavan. But Linnea has the higher reduction, so because I maxed out Honu, he could get a 90% damage reduction as well. So that's also something that is, I would say, really strong. But the issue is that maybe at some point, especially in the early stages, I think the Rifleman will like almost never get taken out. So yeah, I might not be able to get the full rally boost. But I think that will only matter once reach a higher building house, and even then it's only one board of the rifles. Also, I'm using, like, again, like in the last mega crab, I'm using mostly tank troops, basically. So, like, the Bombardier leader with the shield, which has a lot of health, I think a few thousand, almost the same health of the tank. At least the tank without building health, troop health statues. And then I'm using Kai, and the Doomfetti. Only Anna really has, I guess, lower health. But except that, all the troops are quite tanky, so rocket launchers or laser beams are not gonna finish off my troops easily. Which is, I think, also something that is really great. The shop, I'm gonna take a look now. I'm guessing the shop would have refreshed just right now. Let's collect those. Interesting. I mean, when you cannot upgrade a building, that's not gonna be useful. But also seems kind of expensive, like 2 days only. I mean, it's for the duration of the mega crab, so I'm not sure. Like, I guess it doesn't help that much because you would need a build time reduction. I mean, you can basically only upgrade every building once. I mean, if you are almost maxed out, I guess it could make sense. With like a 2-day duration, you could upgrade maybe every building twice. Maybe some buildings 3 times, but I don't know, it doesn't seem that useful, to be honest. Like, if it would be maybe a build time reduction, I would say it could be worth it. If it's possible to instantly finish every building with the boom pass. Okay, game crash, not sure what that was. Luckily, didn't lose an attack. Game randomly closed for some reason. Hopefully that doesn't happen too often at the later stages. I also wonder if these skill cannons are now also attacking at a decent speed. I remember in the last time they did not. Looks like they are maybe working a bit better, but not sure. Gonna need a stage area like this one with all the skill cannons at the beach. Yeah, looks like they are attacking like they are supposed to. I don't think it will make the Mega Crab a lot more difficult. I would like to see the damage per shot. I'm not sure how often this thing is attacking. I also think the damage should not get increased off these skill cannons, so I don't think they're gonna be even that strong, at least not the barrage and artillery. I guess the shock could still be causing a lot of trouble. But yeah, we'll have to see at the higher stages. I can spam so many second wind abilities. I think the speed boost should not be an issue. Should maybe calculate how much speed boost that would be equal to. I think second wind gives 24 space. So with like 1 second wind that would be I think 14, like 15% speed boost, basically. Yeah, I think that should be okay. 15% speed boost with 1 second wind. Yeah, for sure 1000 is possible. Like the rally thing is not working with the rally from troops like corridors or NPC troops. So that is making it a bit more difficult. But like compared to the last Mega Crab, I would say the crab specific defense is maybe a bit weaker. Like the shock cannon, it could be strong if it shocks the correct troops. But except that, I don't think it will do a lot. At least I don't see that it would be able to do a lot. And those mega flamethrowers from the last Mega Crab, they are actually really strong. Because they do a lot of damage to bullets. Or I guess also some of the other troops. And I also have, compared to the last Mega Crab, I do have Julius Mars now. So that should also make it a little bit easier. So I'm gonna have, yeah, just more tank troops. Because it will be, I'm very sure, the first Mega Crab that will reach stage 1000. I mean, it's mostly because of the squad leaders, of course. And there is the Gunboat energy gain, which is, I think, or at least I would say after the speed boost from the Hasty Crab, I would say it is the second strongest boost. Like even stronger than something like a troop damage or troop health boost. Because with the Gunboat energy gain I can use a lot of second winds, which gives me a better speed boost. Or I could use just other abilities of the leaders, like a lot easier. And when there's this remote defib, there's even more possibilities to increase the speed boost. Yeah, like the main reason is because of the leaders, and then I guess more secondary is that there's the Gunboat energy gain. Yeah, just I would say like that. Yeah, good luck. I mean, 200 without instant training sounds like it takes a lot of time, even with triage. But I'm guessing it's possible for sure. Like with some of the leaders, you probably don't even lose that many troops, and the engraving doesn't even make a huge difference, at least if it's not rally. Hello T2K. Also should convert the resources. I say those speed thermal stages should also be really easy. Could maybe even consider to switch the engravings for those. But I guess I would only do that if it's a really difficult stage. But like imagine if the Mega Crab would have like the, I think, overheat engraving. Where you could only use a leader ability every 30 seconds. I think that would be like instantly one of the most difficult Mega Crabs. I guess a lot more difficult compared to what it is now. Yeah, I guess that could be something cool to have like different rankings for things like that, but I feel like if there would also be a ranking for a crab without instant training, you would just have a lot of players that have a lot of diamonds from the Mega Crab. Like I don't lose a lot of troops on most stages, so it would be probably relatively cheap to finish all the troops with diamonds or use time savers. So I guess you would still have an instant training, but instead of the instant training, you would use time savers or diamonds. So I don't think that anyone that would not have instant training would have a real chance to compete there then as well. But congratulations for the top 50 if you got that now. Always nice to get the first trophy. Like especially if it's the top 50. I guess the top 500 would be kind of easy. I think I should just ignore the mines. If I'm gonna spawn that many riflemen, I should have a huge speed boost anyways. I don't think I need to clear the mines at all. Kai is about 6,000 health. Yeah, the boom mines would still take him out. I mean, the first, I would say 200 stages are not gonna be a lot difficult. Just the leaders are so strong that these stages are not really able to cause trouble. Like, there used to be stage 30 or stage 40 that was already difficult. But yeah, that was quite a few headquarter levels ago. Like now the first 100, 200, even 300 to 400 stages are not going to be very difficult. You're not going to lose a lot of attacks. At least if you have like maxed out leaders. But even without the leaders, 100 stages are gonna be really easy. I guess probably going to use Kavan for most of the stages. I'm considering to use also this troop combination later on. At the beginning maybe get a huge speed boost. Or I guess not that huge, like a 100% speed boost from the warriors. But yeah, I guess Kavan should be the best. I could also use the attack with Bullet instead of Julius. And then 4 boats of warriors. Or maybe 3 boats of warriors and then Bullet and Julius. But I'm just gonna see how the crap goes. I could also use the troop combination I'm using right now, the whole Mega Crab basically. That should be possible as well. It's just a very strong troop combination. Because it can use the rally and grabbing. Yeah, but to be honest, I don't think the extra level is gonna make a huge difference. Like it would probably add like maybe 4 space or something like that. Like my guess would be 4, 6 or 8 extra space. I guess even if it would be 8, it would only be, I think, a third of the current second wind, so I guess it would help a little bit. I don't think it would be completely game changing. I think the speed serum should even be good if you have a huge speed boost. But I think a troop like Kai would still be attacking faster, even if you have a 200 or 300% speed boost, and then use the speed serum. I think even the hasty mega crab, it sometimes could even make sense to use the speed serum. I guess if it would be 32, that would be like a one landing craft. Yeah, I guess it could be good for sure. But I wonder if I can make it to stage 100 in the first hour. Even though I started a little bit later. Like I think 2 or 3 minutes. Yes, the mech shock is just another shock. It's just with a different duration of, I think, 4 seconds. But yeah, it's just a shock ability and a shock he can copy. And I guess also extend. Hello, Sequentage. What's really good is actually the tiny shock, because the tiny shock has a 30-second duration. So if Kai is copying that one, it usually lasts for a very long time. Like the usual shock is just like 12 seconds. And the tiny shock is, I think, 30 seconds, so about 3 times the duration. Bit annoying that I lost Anna, so a lot of the DPS is gone. But yeah, not really an issue. Should have shocked the laser beams. think the Super Warrior should also get a speed boost. From the rally, but I'm not 100% sure. But I think critters get it as well. So I think the Super Warrior should also get a speed boost. Oh yeah, I could also consider to remove the shield bombardier for another boat of riflemen or warriors at some point. Maybe I could even replace the mech. Yeah, for now this troop combination should be more than enough. But yeah, I guess one stage is about 30 seconds now. I'm finishing the base in about 2 minutes. And I'm using the 3 times mode for the whole duration. Or I guess maybe it's even less because it, I think, speeds up the attack maybe even more than just 3 times. Yes, I'm using Raleigh. Yes, I have the speed tribe upgraded. I think all the tribes maxed out. I guess the rifleman health tribe, you could say that it might even be worse than having it not boosted, because the riflemen survive longer, so they just don't get taken out that easily. But I think it also helps if the riflemen have at least some health on them, so they can take or tank maybe some rocket launchers or shock launchers, maybe flamethrowers. Yeah, any defense really. It just adds more distraction for the troops, so I would guess that that is always something nice. only thing which is a bit annoying is it's almost impossible to see what's happening. Because there are so many troops with the riflemen and the rally. Like the rally just makes the move super fast. Okay, these are positioned like that, so it's a bit difficult, I guess, to take out the shields. It's a bit more difficult than usual. Hoping 3 overtime is gonna be enough. About 10 stages left, or I guess 11, to reach stage 100 in less than 1 hour, which is, I would say, kind of crazy. Like, there used to be a Mega Crab that would only reach about 100 stages in total, or even less. And it would take you like probably at least 10 hours, 12 hours, if not more. And now that is not even taking 1 hour. We're already at stage 100 basically. I guess the shark cannon could be useful to shark. I get shocked my Kai squad leader a few times. Also kind of wonder if these skill cannon, if they lock onto a target or if they retarget to the troop which is closest. Also at this point I'm not really using the Kai's abilities or the Doomfetti to try to do more damage, but I mean it's just the building health at this point is really low. And hello Boomich, I'm definitely going to try to, but gonna take a long time. But yeah, welcome to the chat. Cool to see you. To be honest, I don't know if it's possible to go past 1000 stages. But I would say maybe 1000 and like 1000 and yeah, just 1000 I think would be great. Hopefully that is possible. I already missed it. I reached just beat stage 100 in about 50 minutes. That is just crazy. And for some reason I'm ahead of most of the others, which are usually quicker in the beginning. But I guess the rally engraving makes it possible. Hey Murat. I think I should stop using any critters. It's just costing me gunboat energy. So my speed boost would be not as high as it could be. Hey Chris, I'm doing good, thank you. I'm gonna say remote defib on this Mega Crab with the rally, maybe even the best gunboat ability. That is possible. Like usually with the remote hack, okay, this one of the difficult stages, it should not be an issue at this point. Cannot make a stupid mistake in this attack. Like this stage is still the most difficult, I would say, because I don't have the maxed Nuka, so I can just simply destroy the core by destroying the shield. My troops don't have enough damage for that, at least not consistently. But yeah, like usually the remote hack is one of the strongest abilities. Even the tiny shark speed serum, but I think really with the rally engraving, probably the remote defib is the best because it gives a speed boost. I mean, you should do something about that. I'm having to waste all my resources all the time playing the Mega Crab. I have nothing to use them. At least I don't know anyway. Can't upgrade any buildings. Probably should even take out the shield with the charm. But then because I'm using rallying driving, the shields have about 300,000 HP. Still not too bad though. Actually, I forgot. I just realized I didn't look at my power powder in the beginning to see how much I'm gaining in the end. I'm gonna do that right now. So 11,000, maybe 11,300 in the beginning of the Mega Crab. Already completed some stages. Like now, Koa or Muka would be great, but of course it's not. I mean, I could try to force close the game always. It could be faster, especially in the beginning. But what's the difference? It doesn't even take that much longer, I would say. And I kind of like it more to beat the stages rather than just closing the game and playing like that. And I mean, there could always happen something. Like, I don't know if that is actually possible, but I feel like I'm always a bit scared if I force close the game, that maybe somehow, like for a certain duration, the internet connection was not really good. And if I force close the game, then, like, I don't know why, maybe I didn't even land my troops and then I lose an attack because of that. I don't think that is realistic, but I guess maybe it could somehow happen. I would say there's two reasons. First one is, of course, that my Muka is only at Talon 2, so Talon 4 is also one thing which is good, so less spread. But the main thing is the last one. So 3 additional projectiles, which increases the damage by a huge amount, like 4 times. So the Muka doesn't even deal that much more damage like it would if it would be maxed out. And then also the Muka has a low amount of health. I think maybe half of a bombardier. So the Muka would get taken out easily by some laser beams, maybe a shock launcher or rocket launcher. And that's why I'm also using the shield bombardier, this one right here, which has about, I think, 150, no, 200. So 200% shield, and then 100% extra base health. So, okay, it doesn't show that here, but like this bombardier has like 4,000 health, and this one has, I think, where can I even see it? I don't know what I need to do to see the actual health. I had the same issue yesterday with Julius, and it didn't show the extra base health. I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't show it. But yeah, just trying to use troops right now that have a lot of health. I did the same thing in the last Mega Crab. So yeah, just more survivability, which makes it a bit easier in my opinion. I would guess that the easiest way would be to not upgrade the engraver, so that you don't get the defensive engravings. Yeah, and then you just research always. And you get the research tokens, which you can use to upgrade, like I would say, just the last 2 of the quality upgrades. And yeah, then just like you have to get, I guess, lucky in some way to get the level to the maximum. And yeah, then you just have to upgrade. The friend list. I mean, not too many started with the Mega Crab so far, it looks like. I should waste less time and go full speed against the Mega Crab. Annoying when Julius kind of walks in front. Or I guess when there's a lot of boom cannons or doom cannons which attack him, and he doesn't have linear right behind him, so yeah, which is up to 75% damage reduction. And 75% because the damage is reduced twice by linear if it hits both of the the heavy and Julius. That's basically why he is so tanky. Yeah, stage 41 after just 1 hour is also great, I would say. And I guess level 77 means you are, I think, yeah. It looks like your troops are HQ 28 basically. At least I think most of them. Speed serum, that's great. Speeding up those troops. Don't even need to worry about the rally too much. And thank you very much, Almichal1983, for the $21.99 super chat donation. Appreciate it. Thank you very much for the support. Already 500%. Building health as well. But I wonder if I can continue with the pace of like 100 stages in 1 hour. Could be possible, maybe. I think one critter there kind of helps to maybe make those little cannons lock onto one of the troops, like a critter, so just where it doesn't matter if it gets shocked or not. Julius is really getting attacked a lot by those defenses. I'm not sure if it's because he's walking like very close to them and he doesn't have a heavy in front, or if it's just because the damage of these doom cannons is so high that he just gets taken out quickly. I mean, can't forget that the one Doom cannon does, I think, about 15,000 damage. Yeah, 15,000 damage per shot. And each building does about, yeah, almost 200%. So it would be like 50,000. Like a bit less, maybe more like 40,000 right now, but close to 50,000 damage per second. Which is, I still think, about I'm not sure exactly how much that would be. Yeah, I think because I have Bullet or Julius only at talent 1, my damage reduction, or the transfer damage is, I think, 20%, so that would be about like maybe 10,000. And then he's reducing, I think, 74%. So he would take like 2,500 damage every shot from like a Doom cannon. And maybe about 1,000 from a Boom cannon. But I don't really understand what I think I have. Okay, I have 126%. The last Mega Crab had 150%, so I was wondering why the troop health was so low. But it's just how it should be. But I don't really know why it doesn't. Yeah, now it, like, I don't know what changed now, but now it shows the health from the first talent, the 300% base health. So that's the true health of Julius. The 195,000 basically. A bit strange that it doesn't always show that. Yeah, we've won like 36 stages so far. I lost the second place. I think that one also has the max nuker, so yeah, not easy, at least I think in the beginning now, without the max nuker. I guess even also later on it will not be easy to compete against that, even with Kai. Like Kai only really gets very strong when the building health is at least at a few thousand%. And yeah, we are very far away from that. At least like 200 stages, I think. When he starts to get where he starts to at least make a difference. Hello, Bobas. I mean, I probably don't need to scout every stage. Actually, that is a good idea to use the barrages to clear mines, if I even want to clear them. Because the barrage is really cheap. And the critters could also be used for distracting some defenses. But yeah, I'm still going to try to scout every stage now. Just maybe be a bit safer. Not risking to lose an attack easily. I think on this one we can try to use the chaff. Probably might even need 4 overtimes. But there's still no problem really in beating the stages. Only difficult thing is, or bad thing is, it takes some time. Don't know how Julius ends up down there and the heavies are in a completely different place. Hello, Oxfen or Oxgen. But yeah, my attacks are definitely not as clean as they could be. But yeah, that is not easy, of course, when you just always have the 3x not active. Also makes it a bit more difficult to keep Julius alive. As soon as he wanders off, he takes a lot of damage. That happens quite quickly. Hey, that one guy. Well, I know I could do that, but I don't really want to. Like the others doing that force closing. I mean, there are quite a lot of stages ahead of me. Which is, I guess, the usual in the Mega Crab. at least in the first like 200 stages. But yeah, maybe now it would be even worse, I guess. I guess it could end up to lose or cost me attacks if I'm start doing that, which I also don't really want. Hey Samir, and I guess right now just trying to beat all the stages as quickly as I can, and then I'll have to see what is possible with that. And I don't know if it's gonna be like in other versions of this game where it stops at stage 1000. So yeah, I guess we'll find that out in this mega crab. Yeah, max squad leaders are really strong, that's for sure. I mean, I do have most of the squad leaders maxed, which I'm using. I guess except like Julius Mars. But at least like Confetti, I guess it was lucky, but like Linnea, Kai and Anna is in some way really easy to max out. Because they are the only leaders that you can guarantee to unlock. And like other leaders, you only get them if you are lucky. I mean, I only got Julius in this month. Before that, I didn't even have him unlocked. Like, there was a time where I got more Doomfetties than any other of the squad leaders, like the lieutenants. Like, not the elite leaders, but just the regular lieutenants. Yeah, Kai is really strong, that's for sure. But I would say at this point he is not really useful. That will only start after maybe 300 stages at least. The health just needs to get a lot higher. Because I think right now we can take a look at the building or how much health these buildings have. But they just get taken out too easily at this point. Like probably just a linear is one-shotting a building. And yeah, then it's not possible to, yeah, I guess really take advantage of his talents. Yeah, only about 100,000 health per building, up to 150,000. Pretty sure that Anna is able to do that much damage with her cluster charge. And yeah, the highest stage so far is, I think, something like 900. I don't know the exact number, but I think just over stage 900 if I'm not mistaken. So stage 1000 would be a new record. Okay, not possible to hack those skill cannons. Interesting. Oh, 800 not, it's 900 something. I'm very sure about that. I think in the last hasty grab it might even be exactly 900. But then also, I think the player had at least like one attack remaining. So it could have been even higher. I also had a crash. I think like stage 15 or so. I would right now I would say it's not because of the skill cannon, because I do have these random crashes from time to time. So it's not right now, at least I would not say something specific about the Mega Crab. But yeah, it could be. I don't remember in the last Mega Crab there were some crashes. Yeah, well, I have like these in my task force as well. And I guess even a few others, but yeah, they usually have some small difference in their name. I mean, it doesn't happen to me very often as well. Like just sometimes even like in a warship battle, which is annoying, but like I guess even if it happens twice, it could still be unlucky and have a different reason. I guess if it happens more consistent now, maybe it could have something to do with the skill cannon in the Mega Crab. Or I guess maybe even something different, but I'm not sure. I guess we will see at some point in the Mega Crab if these crashes could be because of the skill cannon. Lost Kovan, which is not great. I guess good thing is the stage is kind of easy. But yeah, looks like I won't be able to reach stage 200 within 2 hours. Okay, this one is a difficult stage, yes, but I think it should not be too bad. Don't really want to lose Kavan already. Okay, maybe one shot in this building. But yeah, didn't really do something. But only 1 minute remaining. so this stage is already getting difficult to beat. Like about stage 300 it will probably... I might not even be a solo every time. Because it has too much health. But I feel like it's also sometimes quite bad that I don't have the talent 4 of Julius. Like I think sometimes he could be able to tank way more damage. Also because I could have a better tanking ability from talent 3. But then also the tanking working with the leader, which would still be, I think, a 80% damage reduction at the max level, which is really strong. I'm using the Raleigh engraving, and I will use that for every stage. I don't see that there could be a stage where I would use a different one. Like the 0.6% speed boosters. Yes, they're really good. So that is also 0.6% for every troop space. So not just every troop. So like a mech would give like 14 times the 0.6%. Hello, Seg. Probably start to use more of the linear heals to just even give a shield to my troops. I feel like at later stages I might really consider to removing Julius, or at least to add Bullet instead of Kawan, and then use at least 3 boats of warriors to get a speed boost. Like, this is just not really tanking very well right now, but it could just be, of course, because I'm using the 3 times mode a lot. And because of that, Julius is walking often and not in the radius of the linear passive ability. This one here, which has a 50% damage reduction. Okay, another one of these stages. And the health should not be that high. Like, it's basically the same health that the other stage had. So we should try and play it carefully. Not lose Kawan as well, if that would be possible. Which I did right now. Guess I would lost him to the boom cannon maybe. And the only thing that is bad right now is the medic. Like, the troops need to get taken out quickly. And I think right now the damage of the buildings is too low. So it would not really revive a lot of troops. Do you mean the blob store? I mean, now there's 2 squadron leaders. No, I guess just because I'm German maybe. And yeah, Julius really got melted in this attack. Short here. Don't want to move around with this shortcut cannons. But I feel like at this point I'm not that much slower than the ones in front, which I think are using the max Muka, which is, I would say, quite a lot better at this point than using Kai. I mean, it's only about 500 building health. Like this troop combination, or just Kai would need, I think, at least like 1,000 or 2,000. But I guess the good thing is the stages are kind of easy. It's at least possible to make some quick progress in these stages. probably want to take out these Doom Cannons. I'm not sure if I would really need to, but I think better to be safe and not risk losing attack. I mean, Anna is also doing a huge amount of damage, so finishing a shield is always possible, I would say so. A lot of Doom Cannons. You need to be a bit careful, I guess, but should be fine. Okay, this Steel Cannon could be really annoying. It's also shocking the troops. I can throw there some shaft abilities. Yeah, I guess Kawan, or not Kawan, but Kai is able to slowly make a difference. Looks like this at the moment. And you're almost at stage 200 now. But then I can't really attack faster as well. I'm already using 3 times mode for every stage. Because I don't have the max move count. My attacks are taking a little longer. I mean, I see that that is fast. I mean, at some point it will not be. Let's just avoid those symbols. I don't think you can even force close right in the beginning at this point though. I mean, the stages are getting not difficult, but because the building health is increasing, it is at a point I think now where the troops need some input, I guess, if you want to call it like that. So some gunboat abilities or so to beat the stages. Greetings also to Bangladesh. Very nice always to hear from like what places in the world someone's watching. I really need to start looking more at Julius. I'm using him way too often. Yes, the good thing is I can take out my base is still kind of fast with the rally. We just are walking right in front. I'm not sure how to stop that, if it's even possible. It's not great to always lose them right in the beginning. It's not really helping. Or is he getting chaffed? That's great. Good thing is all those defenses are kind of getting shocked. I mean, it calculates the attack till the end, I guess. I mean, I think that's very common. I mean, it would be quite frustrating, like if you have a disconnect and then you lose an attack because of that. I mean, that also happens, but at least you have the chance to finish it. But yeah, I think the last stage there also had a lot of boom cannons, which made it really easy to lose Julius. So maybe have to think about something different for those stages with a lot of boom cannons. Well, it crashed once on like stage 15 or so, but except that it does not. And I'm guessing with the crashing you mean that you play and then the game randomly closes, so that there's not like a message which says like server error something. Like I think server error 2 or so. Happens sometimes, but like not really crashing. Like on these spaces, Julius is usually right in the middle of the group, so I think like yeah, mostly the riflemen also get damaged, but not the heavies. Remote attack still good to take out some of those short rounders with boom cannons. Thanks, Timo. I guess right now I need more time. Not really more time, but like, I guess play the stages at the same time, I don't know. Like, I don't think I'm a lot slower than the others, but at least a little bit like difficult to catch up with them. I like this stage almost even difficult, I would say, on the Mega Crab this time. Because there are so few buildings, so there's almost no opportunity to get a huge speed boost. Yeah, I think it's 50% gunboat energy gain. Or like a 1.5 gunboat energy extra per building. Those super warriors are going to distract maybe some of those shock cannons. Have to attack a bit more carefully, I think. Like the last time I had this stage, I almost ended up to lose an attack. Still kind of close, I guess. Not many troops remaining. Thanks, Jigsaw. 5 crashes. 50, 59, 79. Yeah, that is quite bad. To lose 3 attacks this early. Not sure why that happens though. Like, I had 1 crash so far. But except that, it seems kind of normal. But yeah, I think there's a few that seem to have some crashes. But I don't remember if the last Gunboat crab also had a similar issue. Because it's essentially the same like the last Gunboat crab. So I think there should not really be a difference. I don't know how it could be possible to save Julius from taking that much damage right now. I'm using Raleigh engraving, and I'm probably gonna use Raleigh engraving for every single attack. I don't see a stage where I would use a different one. Maybe if there's the speed serum, I could think about a different engraving. Okay, Kai is not really doing something against these shields. Maybe even bullet on this stage. And I think it should not even be that difficult. And there's also the tiny shark, which is a really great ability. Yeah, and always losing Julius so quickly now. I don't know, but I feel like it's almost like sometimes when Julius is very low health, it feels like Linea's heal isn't healing a lot. But could just be that it maybe looks like it, but it is not really what is happening. But only 29 seconds remaining. Like these large bases are getting difficult. I'm guessing that will be the main stages where I would lose an attack. Like any other stages should be really easy. But yeah, this one is not, of course. Yes, so that would work on some stages, but not on all of them. Like it would be actually really easy to lose attacks doing that. Especially because my squad leaders are, I mean I have strong ones, but not really for the Mega Crab. Because the building health is really low at this point. Like my Julius is only talent 1. I don't have maxed Koba or I don't have maxed Muka, so yeah, that makes it not that easy. Like Kai will be strong, but only later on. Like I guess right now we could probably reach about, I don't know, I'm gonna say like 2,700, 2,000, maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less. But at least 2,700 is possible. But the thing is, if you are now at like 2,000, on to the point that you reach 2,700, it will probably be possible to reach 3,000 victory points without blue statues. So it's just always increasing. Like what is possible without blue statues. Hello, Misha. Yeah, for sure. The crab is nowhere to be difficult. Not even close. Get a lot of strong defenses. So we're definitely gonna have to watch out for Julius. I'm not sure till what stage it's possible to only take out one set of shields on bases like this one. Just gonna ignore the whole right side. Again, gonna try and avoid some of the boom cannons. Thanks, Misha. Skill cannon's really annoying. Just keep shocking my troops. At least slowly Kai is able to show his strength. But so far I think easy to say that this Shulker skill cannon is the strongest defense on this Mega Crab so far. I'm using Raleigh engraving. I mean, that's how the troops are moving that quickly, even though a lot of that is 1 to 3 times more. I wonder if this skill cannon also gets slowed down by the choir bomb. I'm guessing it should. The rally. Right now it's like almost 1 p.m. So far there's no information about a new leader. I guess just on the, I don't know if it's like an all stores, but like the Play Store or so. Like I guess you can see the image of the leader, how he looks. Don't know how strong that shaft is on the core, so I think better to clear the buildings. Maybe this side is actually better on this base. So less boom cannons to worry about. %800 building health. Definitely like that. And yeah, more building health kind of makes it easier when you use Kai.
This is the future.
Yes, he can, but it's not really useful. Like the Scorchers only burn the defenses for I think like 5 seconds, so the duration is very short and the damage is also lower than what like a Mocktail would do. It just needs to be an effect, and fire or burn damage is an effect, so it is possible to copy it. But yeah, basically one Scorcher does only 4,300 burn damage over 5 seconds. I mean, I guess you could say it's similar almost to the Mocktail, which is 15,000 over 10 seconds, so like maybe like 70% more damage. Okay, this one is not easy. At least it has unbuilding health, which is good. The health is quite high, so this one is not easy. But I mean, you see how easily a Bullet or Julius walks away from Linnea. Like I would imagine the Blobster would do the same thing. I mean, Speed Simmer is actually going to help a lot. I'm gonna move over to this side first. I mean, I did take out that one shield at least, so I think that might be enough already. Kind of need Kai to do some work, which he is not really doing right now. I'm not sure how good my burn damage is. I have to hope it is enough. And luckily it was. But yeah, with the Muka, that stage would be so much easier. Might also have to change my strategy. I like to use bullets. And maybe warriors or so to get the speed boost. Okay, Shark Hunter is gone. That's great. I mean, you can already see Kai sometimes doing a huge amount of damage. But it's not that often, unfortunately. Because the building health is still really low. Bad shock. There's another plan to shock them before they got activated. I don't remember what stage I lost my first attack on the last Mega Crab. It would be kind of good to know, so to compare that. I think maybe 400 stages should hopefully be possible without losing a single attack. That would be great at least. And now stage 250. But yeah, now 3 hours and 250 stages. But I feel like I'm going to... But yeah, the leaderboard looks a bit crazy. I don't know why there's no one that is trying to play a lot of stages. Because usually there's a lot that are a lot higher, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream now, I think. Going to try to catch up off the stream. And yeah, hopefully try to beat a lot more stages today. So yeah, that's it for the stream. Thanks everyone for watching, and bye.